Hello, everyone. Sorry for the late start. I'm off my game because Carrie is back and we're here. Hello. Welcome back, Carrie. How was your vacation?
Good, thanks. As always, I'm distracted by my hair. What are you saying oh to, Rachel? What'd you forget?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
All right.
What's happening?
I'm having some technical difficulties today.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard myself again.
Hear you. Let me check my sound.
All right.
Input. Okay. You should be able to hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've been able to hear I've been able to hear you the whole time. Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. As always, I'm distracted by my hair. You guys, what happened? I had an amazing vacation. I'm going to get up and put some light on my face because I am not having this right now. But I got home and I was feeling, it was 4th of July, and I was feeling kind of crummy on the 4th of July. And I was like, I'm going to cut my hair. And so I went to the bathroom and I cut my hair on the 4th of July. So there we are. So anyways, that's what's going on with me. I feel rejuvenated after vacation, and apparently I needed a new haircut to go with it. Okay, I'm going to stand up and turn on a light so I don't look like this. But I'm super excited to be back with you and to be here today with you guys hanging out.
Well, that gives me the perfect opportunity to say hello, Gina Maria. It's been so long. How are you? So glad you got to be here today. Hello, Guillaume. Hello, Arnett. Hello, Katerina. Thank you so much for coming. We're very excited to be here. So excited to be here, we created some resistance, or at least I did. So, hi, Linda. Love it.
I know, it's good to see you all. I was showing you, I've got a glass of positive energy right now, so
This is my positive energy right here, my iced tea.
Nice. Guys, happy summer. I don't know what Rachel has talked to you about for the past couple of weeks because I was on vacation and didn't even watch the live streams, but happy summer. Happy, apparently. So Rachel and I love Aries season. Like, we are Aries, we celebrate that. But apparently we're heading into some sort of Aries North node coming up like next week or the week after. So happy that as well. Like, I don't know where our readings are going to take us today, but I have just come off of back client calls of basically celebration, like back to back to back. This is what's working, and this is what's working, and this was such a problem for so long, and now this is better, and like, so I'm feeling that place today. If you're not feeling there yet, come on over here. Come on over.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're here today. And I love that we're going into Aries North Node. That makes so much sense to what we're talking about today. I'm not an astrologer and I don't actually really know what that means, but I know what the North Node is supposed to represent, like your higher calling, I think. Your, what do they call it in Sanskrit? I know it's like a really good word. Your Shakti? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Don't listen to me. But Aries is fiery. There's energy. There's inspiration. There's action. And what we're talking about today is that you can live a life doing only what you love. It might take some time to get there, right? The momentum needs to build. So if you hate what you're living right now, it's going to take you a little bit of time, probably. Doesn't have to, but probably to get there. But it's like a snowball. If you really dedicate yourself to caring about how you feel more and more, then and you prioritize feeling good, your life is going to continually feel better and better and better. And that's really the journey that I've been on. I remember sending my first emails to my tiny little email list of 40 people in the beginning and just thinking like, oh my God, this feels so good. This feels so good. I can't believe I get to do this. It's amazing. I'm just wrote a blog article and I sent it out to these people and they're going to read it. It's amazing. And now I send it out to thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And it still feels really good. The difference is then it was a lot harder. I had more responsibilities. I had more things to manage. I had more stress. I had more doubt. And now I can't find a bone in my body to do something I don't want to do. I just don't have it. I can't do anything that's a means to an end. I can only do what I love. I can only do what I really want to do. And that didn't happen overnight, but I got here and I can't go back. I can't. It's impossible to go back, which is great. So it's available. And like Carrie's saying, the energy of this year is making it more and more and more and more available, right? It's easier than ever to get what you want. And you might be seeing that already this year, but I feel like the summer hitting is really going to accelerate things because we cleared up a lot of old stuff in the beginning of the year. We decided that we don't want to take part in other people's judgments and we want to do what our heart is calling to us. And we might not have known how, but we might have had some ideas. And now is the time to get inspired and let your higher self guide you into how. So I'm excited.
Me too. I'm remembering your drawing from the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And how you're like, at the time, I felt like you were. So sometimes when your drawing tells me things I don't want to hear, I'm like, no, thanks. But then when those things are happening, I like can find relief and relaxation and remembering like this too shall pass. This is part of getting me where I wanted to go. And I've just been thinking about that drawing so much because I remember you saying, and I'm not like, I don't have a picture of the drawing in my mind. I just remember that you drew it. And I remember you saying like the first half of the year, going to be some stuff. And I was like, I would prefer not to deal with stuff. Thank you. And yet here I am 6 months in. You guys who have been along the journey, like I have been in my stuff. I have been like in my stuff. Rachel has too. And I definitely feel partly because I just went on vacation, cut my hair. But partly I think because we are like, there's something about hitting that halfway mark that I'm just relaxing into ease is easy, knowing that stuff that came up to like go away, right? It came up because it was on its way out. Remembering that I can't take my baggage with me and I don't even need any baggage because everything I need is already right here. Like, I don't know. I think about that. Like when we're packing for vacation, sometimes my kids will be like, do we need this? Should I bring that? Should I? And I'm like, oh my God, like if we need, we'll just buy it when we get there. Like, like, and so that is how I'm feeling about letting go of all our baggage. Like, oh, ease is easy. Life is so much more relaxed when we remember that, when we prioritize feeling good. I had the opportunity to actually spend a week doing nothing. That was fantastic. I highly recommend. I know Rachel does that without leaving her house. She's like, I'm spending this week doing nothing. But it has been worth it. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I'm glad that I'm here. I hope that you guys are all here too. And if you're not, you will be soon. Right? You will be. You're here because you come to this live stream because you live the way that we live, right? Or you're setting an intention to live the way that we live. So if you're not here yet, you will be. It's going to be good.
Shameless plug. This shirt is available at my store. I think there should be something below.
Question mark?
Well, I know sometimes on the live streams it shows up and I think sometimes it doesn't. So anyway, the shirt's available if you want it. I like this shirt a lot. I wear it a lot. It's very soft. And one more piece of news. Today, I'm going to a venue to check out booking it for a live in-person intuitive art certification in late September. So if everything goes well, I'm going to book this place. And I've been there before. I used to do my co-working there. Great place. So in person in Utah, intuitive art certification is coming. So it's very exciting.
Oh my gosh, this is the first time hearing about it because Rachel and I have not talked because I've been on vacation. So this is also, you're just watching us like catch up in real time.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this, Rachel. That has a power to it. I don't even know what you've got going on, but like there's something in me that wants to say, you just get there, even if you're already certified, come do it again. Like, oh, I think that's going to be super powerful. Oh, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Laura and I have been talking about this for years. And so we're finally doing it. Of course, Laura's going to be there. She's going to be co-teaching. Yeah, it's going to be great. All right.
You want to know what else is happening?
What else?
Guys, Rachel and I, we are meeting in person for the first time. We've known each other like 8 years or something.
Not only known each other, but like been really close.
Yes.
Together.
Yes. It's actually happening. Not this weekend, but next. We're going to be occupying the same physical space.
Mm-hmm. Carrie's finally going to understand how short I am. I'm finally going to understand how amazingly athletic and tall she is.
It's all happening.
It's going to be great.
That's going to be super fun. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what the heck? So I feel like there's something going on. I hope this is encouraging for everyone. Like this has been an intention forever, for a really long time. I was just describing this to other people, but I have been a little like standoffish about like, Rachel's been in my vicinity once before. I can't remember, but
like 5 years ago, I was in Huntington Beach for like 30 minutes,
but still she was like, if you can meet up. And I was like, dang, I can't. Anyways, all this to be said, it has been our intention to be able to like give each other an actual hug for ever and ever, like a long time. And we weren't like pushing hard to like make it happen. But I was definitely like, I think at times actively like resisting the idea of it because it meant change and whatever. Like, no, I don't know. Let's just keep you in your virtual box, Rachel. And suddenly ease is easy, right? Suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, yes. Rachel and I literally had to do nothing we're going to have this incredible experience that all we need to do is hop on a plane to get there. So yeah, I hope that, and I guess I didn't know we were going to start the call just sort of like bragging on all the amazingness that's going on. But I hope you guys feel this because I just got off a client call with someone who I've been working with her for a little less than a year. And when I first met her, she was an incredible person who was in like driving her own self crazy, making herself so busy, making everything hard, like in this real like proving energy. And over the course of the year, she's been doing all the things that we talk about. She's highly strategic. She's a very smart woman. She's very skilled at what she does. And she hasn't let go of that part of herself, right? She's just made space for space. She's made space for the whole of herself. And the ease that I've been describing that's going on with me and Rachel, like she's like, and then this happened, and then that happened, and then I got this opportunity, and then this is happening. Anyways, I don't remember where I started. I had a point when I started talking about her, and now I've lost it. But I just wanted to say that, like, it is happening everywhere. That's what it is. Stuff that she had worked hard at, worked frustratingly hard at for years. Like suddenly she got in the space of prioritizing herself, feeling good, relaxing, trusting that it's all working out. And wouldn't you know, It's working out better than she could have imagined. And opportunities are to where she was like, oh, and I forgot about this. Oh yeah, and then there's that. So good stuff is coming all of our way.
Yes. Including readings for you. So I'm going to be using the new Intuitive Art Oracle deck for these readings. I did them last week too. And voila. You can get your own at intuitiveart.com. Just click on the shop tab on the upper right and you will find your deck. And I will ship you one directly to you with a little note in there. So thank you for everyone who's already purchased one. I really appreciate it. They're so much fun. And if you feel like, I don't know, it's like a little sparse, I don't know if I'm going to know what I'm doing, we have a whole like library of videos to show you how to do it really quickly, more in depth if you want that. We have frequently asked questions. You're not going to be left out to dry. So it's so much fun. I just find myself reaching for them so much because I love my drawing. I still do my drawing, but this is just, it feels good and it's fast and you don't use up your supplies. There's no mess. So I'm really into them. So where do we want to begin? I know, Dale, you sent me a question. And if you want to retype that in, we can start with you. And we would love to meet you too, Dale. That would be amazing. Maybe we need to set up like a coaching group meetup. I am not a planner. I don't like planning events and all that stuff, but for some reason now it just feels easy, which is why I'm doing it. So yeah, lots of change coming. And
I think that is in our future, Rachel, is when we meet Dale, it is going to be someplace vacationy, right? Like,
yeah,
it will be at some destination. So I feel like that is coming.
Maybe even Scottsdale. There's a resort I love going to in Scottsdale. And they have great food in Phoenix, amazing vegan food. So who knows? Maybe get massages. Okay. So where are we beginning? Carrie, do you have a question?
Gosh, I always have a question, but yes. As you know, I'm a verbal processor, so it may take me a moment to get to the question. But I am feeling into all of this, right? You gave me the last time we did a reading. I don't remember if we did this live or if it was just you and me, but you reminded me that I'm the star. And the other card that I got was about strategy. And I instantly knew that my strategy was to meditate. Oh, this is causing me to yawn. I don't think that strategy is going away, but I do feel like there's like that strategy has got me here. And there might be something, a next step. Like, so I guess that is my question is, yeah, what is the best way to ride this amazingness?
I love that. So while I'm doing a reading for Carrie, for all of you watching, put your own question in the chat if you'd like me to do a reading for you. And we'd love for it to be kind of in this vein of how can you do more of what you love? How can you do only what you love? What's your next step? Stuff like that. Okay. So I am cutting the deck. I am pulling. You can't really see it yet, but I'll hold it up for you. So we have flower.
That has come up for me before.
I know. We have thought bubble, which is also, it can be loop-de-loops. Like, it doesn't have to be about thoughts. And then we have like everything going in the same direction and my mental color. So this is orange. Again, so the strategy was like orange red, and this is more just pure orange of thought. This could be, I use this often for daydreaming, and Carrie loves to daydream. So I would say this is saying like keep the focus on beauty and feeling good, right? Breezy, being colorful and all that, very similar to the star. But then where are you going? It's almost like line up your thoughts, right? This is like make everything go in the right direction. We're going to build the momentum to go in the directions that you want to go and see it happening, right? See what you want to see. And this is really just smoothing everything out, taking a little bit more control of your thoughts and vibration, and just like fine tuning, making everything be harmonious.
Oh, that makes so much sense. It always does. You guys, I think this is amazing and fascinating, and it blows my mind, and I expect it every time. But like there are kind of two themes that regularly come up for me in these readings or drawing, and it is the star and the flower. And so I just find that so cool. But I'm totally resonating with thoughts and lining up your thoughts, and it in the daydreaming, even like line it up. Where's it going? Um, it makes so much sense, and it feels good and easy. So thank you.
Yeah, when you've been meditating, you have more space between thought and reaction. And so you get to choose where to go. So you did a great first step of prioritizing meditation to allow for this to be able to be your next step.
Yes, and I know enough to know the meditation doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides the fact that it feels good. I mean, who wouldn't want to meditate?
Well, I'll tell you, meditation does feel good, but sometimes I don't want to do it. Like it is a funny thing. So I have to remember, well, I don't know, it's like little kids and brushing your teeth, right? Your teeth feel so clean after you go to the dentist. It feels so good, but it's getting in the chair that's sometimes hard. Same for me with meditation.
Oh my God, I would never equate going to the dentist with meditation. That is so funny because like that's one of my things. Like I've needed a cleaning for like 6 months now, and I'm just like, I'll get there eventually. It's very difficult for me to do that.
I feel you on that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Dale.
Okay.
I'd like to hear from my higher self about how to know what I desire more quickly right now. Little and big desires clearly and easily. Okay, cool. All right, Dale, I am shuffling for you about how to know what you desire more quickly. All right. We have truth.
Nice.
That's it. Okay. You're our first one card answer. So your truth is your desire, and your desire is to be your truth. So whatever you're feeling in the moment can be your desire. Sorry, I'm just trying to communicate with your higher self while I'm talking, and it makes me talk a little slow. A lot of times I've had, you've probably heard this before, I've had a very strange relationship with desire my whole life. I was like born a monk or something, and I thought that like if you desired something, then you were bad or wrong, and so I used to like want something at the mall, and my mom would buy it for me, and then I would immediately give it away to someone when I would get home. And she eventually got pretty irritated at me because she'd spend her money on something that she thought I would like, and then I wasn't able to keep anything. And then I had this teacher who talked about desire being, good. Like you're a spiritual person, but you're allowed to desire. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And then finally, eventually, I did this drawing, intuitive art drawing about desire. What is desire? And it's what leads you to your truth. And I was like, oh, excuse me? Like, I was like, what? Oh my God. So we're here as physical beings. Of course, we're going to have desires. We have needs, right? We have preferences. And so whatever you, if you can be in the moment, you can know your desire. So for you, I would say be in the moment. Your desire is going to be clearly there, absolutely apparent. Okay. Thanks, Dale.
That had me sneezing and yawning, by the way, Dale. So
Nice. Linda, hello. What is my best next step to a life that I love? Great question. Okay. And Carrie, at any point, if you have stuff you want to interject, go for it.
There was something that came up for Dale while you were talking. So as you're shuffling and doing that, which is Dale, immediately when you asked that question and she held up the truth card, I thought about the Rachel, you just sent it out. It was the Intimate Alien. You probably sent it out maybe a week and a half ago now. The Intimate Alien recording of filling up with more of ourselves. So that just came to me. So as this is, I think everybody here is on your email list, so has access to that. But particularly you, Dale, who are in our group, you have access to that. Might be worth doing.
Yes, yes. Amazing. Okay, Linda. Linda's in our group too. And we have a great, maybe infuriating answer for you, Linda, because I know you. So the first thing I got was a box. And I'm going to interpret this to mean, just because I'm checking in, it's like inside the box is okay. Outside the box is okay too. But what can make inside the box even better? What can make inside the box even better? Because Linda, you're an outside the box person. But we all have a box. Like we live in a box, right? Usually. Even when I lived in a van, I lived in a box. And so how can you make that box experience the best that it can be? And there's a creativity card here. So think creatively about the box, about what's in the box, about how you live every day, the day-to-day stuff. And then just love it. Like this is like an overall, like, can you be more loving and accepting of where you are? Because to get somewhere new, we can't resist where we are. We can't judge where we are because that keeps us in place. But if we can find a way to harmonize and make peace with where we are and love where we are, then the next step can come to the better and the better and the better. But we need right now to be better in order to find the better and have the better come to us. Does that make sense?
I mean, it made sense to me, and she was laughing at it.
Yeah, I know you, Linda. I know you. Yeah.
I like that, though. I think that advice is good for anybody. Like, how can you make inside the box better? Lots of times the instruction is think outside the box, but even while you're in it, how could you make it better?
Yeah. Cool. All right. Guillaume, hello. How can I quickly make a lot of money doing what I love? Have done everything LOA related and still hit a brick wall. So let's ask. I mean, this is a question everybody wants to know, right? How can I make a lot of money doing what I love? I love this question so much. Let's see what your higher self has to say. All right. Oh, I grabbed two at once, and then here's the oh. We have a repeat already, guys. I love this. So this is, oh, and look at me. I'm like looking in the mirror, and I'm holding up the hand that I'm not thinking I am. Okay. Your higher self has taken over. Let me just say that. You're coming in really clear, Guillaume. Okay. There will be ups and downs. So learning to manage your ups and downs, learning to manage your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts is really important if you want to be consistent in anything. Because there's like a feast or famine thing happening, right? Like, oh my God, I'm so good. Something happened. Yes. Oh no, it's not happening anymore. This is like you can't look at the results of something and have that determine how you feel. You have to decide how you feel in order to get the result. So feeling first and then result, not result and then feeling. So this is about really managing that process. And I love this card. I get this all the time because I love doing everything. And this is really about like, it's not about doing one thing. It's about doing everything in the feeling that you want more of. So can you wake up tomorrow and feel like a king for the day? How would a king go about their day? Who's unlimited wealth, unlimited abundance, lots and lots of money. How would they live? How would they feel? Eat like them. You don't have to buy anything new. It doesn't have to cost you anything, but how would they eat? How would they wake up? How would they make their bed? How would they approach emails, right? Do everything in the vibration that you want more of. And this is your truth. This is just saying, you got this. You can have this. There's nothing keeping you from this except managing your own vibration, your feeling. Feel abundant, have abundant. So your truth is there. You got it. You just got to line up with your truth.
I have something for Guillaume, which is this making money doing what you love quickly or not. I think the needing it quickly is actually slowing you down. Take it from someone who's done that so often. Like, but everything Rachel said, like, do everything in that vibration, of course. Live in your truth, of course. The ups and downs, I feel like that was like, of course, personal just for you about like, hey, your job is to manage your vibration in the ups and downs. But what can be really helpful is to remember, not to convince yourself, to remember that you can't not get there. Like you're going to get there. It is inevitable. You will make, all your dreams are coming true. You will make a lot of money doing only what you love. So your job is to do only what you love, to feel good about it, to know that it's inevitable. It's like, imagine, I think you've written about like time traveling, right? You've traveled into the future. You've seen how amazing your life turns out. You've gotten to like inhabit the feeling of like, I can do anything I want. Everything I do turns to gold. I do only what I love and money just keeps coming to me from every place. Like you already know that happens for you. You've gotten to feel that. So live each day remembering that. Remember that it's inevitable. Relax. You don't have to look for it because you've already seen it. So live each day in that truth card, the truth that it's inevitable.
Yeah, I love that word, inevitable. It's how I've felt for a lot of my life. And it hasn't necessarily come in the ways that I've expected it to, but boy, did it come. Yeah, I just had to feel good. Honestly, it's so underrated. How do you feel better? Can I feel a little bit better today? A little bit better today. Make notes. Write down how did the day go? How did you feel today? Was it okay? Did you feel better? Did you smile? Did you relax? Did you laugh? Yeah. Okie dokie. Katarina, hello. It's weird. It's not showing me your comment, even though I'm clicking on it. Well, you're asking, how can I create, oh, there we go, more of a life that I love? All of it. Yes, all of it. That, can I just tell you, the all part is something I'm so lit up about this year, and especially very recently. Like I I don't know what's happening to me. I think I'm just breaking out of the old web of thought present on the planet. But the idea of having to pick something to focus on, like artificially, like I'm just going to do this thing for a while, that has left my being, because why wouldn't you just want everything that you want? Why wouldn't you just want to do everything that you want to do? Like, why are we like making ourselves choose things? So I'm loving your question. How can I create more of a life that I love? All of it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, yes. Infinity. There's so much. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of resources to do everything that you want to do. You are unlimited. Unlimited resources, unlimited time, unlimited energy, unlimited all of the things. Unlimited. You have inspired action, grounded action. This is a embodiment action color, right? You have it within you. It's in there. And then one more color for you. Love. This is earthly love. This is like smoochy love, and I'm digging in the dirt love, and all the things that you love about this planet. So I would say this is saying to just like focus on the fact that everything's possible, and then let that animate you into more love. Like, get your mindset straight, right? If you have thoughts pop up like, oh, I don't have time for that, or I can't do that, or someone's going to say, I don't, it's not going to work for me. Just remember, that's not true. I'm unlimited. I have all the energy that I need, and it's going to bring me more love. So that's what I got for you.
I got nothing on that. That felt amazing.
Absolutely.
I do have something on that.
Great. Yeah.
Just the being in love with everything. That's the best. It's the best when you realize, like, I'm in love with digging in the dirt. I'm in love with my partner. I'm in love with these dishes I just bought, like, feels good.
It certainly does feel good. Yeah. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Okay. And yes, Guillaume, it is very funny. I felt very at home in that camper van, all 72 square feet of it. It was definitely cozy. Okay, we have another question from Dale. I'm just checking the time. Yes, how to handle grief. What does my higher self have to say? And better yet, what is my mom saying? What would she like me to know? Adjusting to her not being here bodily. Yeah, that's a tough one. Especially in the beginning. It does get easier, obviously, but she's definitely still here, definitely still talking to you, definitely has just as much to say. And so let's just ask her. And let's ask her, let's keep it on topic even, because she wants you to live everything that you want. And she's doing that right now. Right now. I remember my grandmother, who I was very close to, she passed on, and she'd been ill for many years with emphysema. She was kind of bedridden for a while. And then I remember in my living room, she ran by me. She was in this field of wildflowers. She ran by me. She was holding hands with her sister, who had passed about 2 years earlier. And I was like, I just broke out in tears, because like that's what we get when we re-engage with the non-physical. We get to be whatever we want. That's what she wanted to do. She hadn't been able to run or really walk in a long time. Running through the wildflowers with her sister. Like, yes. So I love that. So your mom's living her best life. And here is what she says to you about you living your best life. Oh, okay. All right, she's animating me right now. We got a whole lot of things for you. Oh, we got both muddy colors, which I'll explain. We got pyramid. We got X. Yeah, I can't even move my hands. See what I mean? And alignment. Okay. So I'm not doing this. She's doing this. And she's just saying, find your alignment. Find your alignment. Find your happiness. Find your, she's saying abilities. Find your abilities. Maybe your gifts, talents, is what she's saying. She's wanting me to give you a big hug, big smooch. She has absolutely not a shred of doubt in you being able to do everything you want to do. I mean, she can't right now because she's non-physical and there's no doubt in the non-physical, but still, not a, like, if you could feel the certainty that I'm feeling right now in my body, that is what she's giving to you right now. Absolute certainty in you. So hopefully that helps. Thank you for asking. I do medium readings, y'all, if you're interested, and I do them like via like video recording. So if you go to my website, rachelarchelaus.com, and you go to the readings, you'll see that I have an option for an email video reading. And that is how I will connect with your loved ones here. I'll make a video for you and send it to you. It goes over really well. People really, really love them. So if you want a medium reading, feel free to check that out. And okay, thank you, Ms. Dale's mom.
Yeah, I was feeling Dale receiving that. Like, so that felt good.
She says happy tears. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. It's Cam97. Hello. Hi, everyone. Why does my mother-in-law not like me? I never did anything to her, but be nice to her and love her son. She goes out of her way to be mean to me. I don't know how much you want to talk about this, but I feel like Carrie has a little bit of harmony with this question.
Well, yeah, I'm wondering like how we can phrase the question, because I don't know. Well, I mean, we can ask the question, why doesn't she like you, right? But it doesn't really matter why she doesn't like you. That's on her, not on you. Right. I think what you're looking for, right, is probably a relaxed and harmonious relationship with your mother-in-law, or you're looking for, you tell us maybe in the chat, like, what is it that you desire in that relationship with your mother-in-law? I know my mother-in-law didn't like me. I'll just tell you, Rachel, you can sort of decide question-wise, but I'll tell you, my mother-in-law didn't like me, or I thought she didn't like me. But it was really just because she had expectations. I had expectations and she had expectations, and I was not meeting her expectations. And I didn't know this until I don't know how many years into our marriage. I mean, we just had sort of this like, there's a lot of friction in our relationship. I felt like she was always trying to control me. I don't want to project what she felt from me, but if I had to guess, I think she probably thought that I felt superior. That I was like maybe a little icy towards her. Anyways, I didn't know until my brother-in-law got married and I saw my sister-in-law, his wife. I saw what she had expected in me. So for me, it was cultural. Like it was like, I didn't grow up in that culture, and I had my own cultural expectations of like, anyways, when I saw my sister-in-law behave in the way that she was expecting, it made sense. And then it was easy. Then I was like, oh, I don't want to be that, never could be that. Like, then I could let it go. But in terms of the reading, Rachel, or it's Cam, I think like a productive question might be, how can I be who I am and feel loved by my mother-in-law or have peace in my relationship with my mother-in-law, right?
Yeah, I love that. Like, how can I be me and make peace with my relationship? Yeah, because that's really all we can do. We can't be in charge of how other people feel about us, unfortunately, you know. Um,
Love me, God damn it.
well, I know, and I just did a video about this yesterday. If you watched my Colleen Ballinger and the Law of Attraction video, that's what it's all about, you know. So, and I know, Carrie, we have a lot to discuss about that.
I listened to your video last night, so
Oh, okay. So we have two oranges for you. So this is about you getting right in your own head and starting to see things the way you want to see them. And then this is just like you go about your life. So decide how you want to see things. What would you love for her to say to you? Would you love for her to, send you a birthday card or give you a hug or say, "Hey, you look great today," or whatever? And then you just keep going about your life and doing things your way. So really it's just about finding that center to be yourself and pre-paving the way you want her to treat you. Because honestly, it sounds really simplistic, but it can absolutely work. It's worked for me in certain family dynamics. Like, okay, that went really poorly. How would I like for it to go? And then just spend a few times visioning that, and it went better than I could have visioned in many cases. So, it's not, you can't control other people, but you can do your part to line up with how you want things to go. Well, thanks for your question.
I just want to say that goes further than you think, right? Like,
Mhm.
I remember when you did that with your family, I remember having the conversation and you being like, yeah, man, my whole lifetime, it went like this. And I didn't want that. So then I just decided I would practice it, right? And the practicing of like what you want, it's not from like, I'm going to mind control them or it's just like this, it would feel so much better if, right? It's in that like, it would be amazing if I showed up and this happened, right? It's from that energy. It's not from like, I swear to God, if they don't like, but I remember you being like, you're not going to believe it.
Mhm.
But after, 35 years of them being this way, I did a little pre-paving, a little, and they showed up in a different way. And it's because you were willing to see them in a different way,
Mhm.
right? You were willing to spend a little time imagining them being happy to see you, embracing you with love. Like for you, I remember it was a lot around like not treating you like the weirdo,
That would be a good start, yeah. Uh-huh.
um yeah, so like it pre-paving is one of those things. I don't know if you guys are, I sometimes, yeah, imagine it the way I want, but like for real, imagine it the way you want. It works.
You know, we're the creators, and if we don't want to actively create, we can leave it up to momentum in life and reactions, right? That's what we do most of our lives. But if you look at people who do that, who don't prioritize how they feel, life is the same every day, every week, every year, every decade. You just get older, right? Get fatter sometimes, get weaker. You know, I don't want that. I want to be in control of me and my feelings, right? Not all the time. Stuff happens, it comes up, but I know that my insides create my outsides. And so the better I feel, the more I can let in that feels good. I'm in control of that. I'm in control of how worthy I feel to receive and how happy I let myself be. And that makes all the difference. So if there's one skill you can develop this year, learn how to feel better. Learn how to feel good. It's incredibly life-changing. as simple as it sounds.
And if you need help with that,
Mhm.
join us in our group. We meet 3 times a month, um, in a feel better space, in an instantly, um, you're marinating in all the feel better juices. Like, it's amazing. Plus all of the behind the scenes can't talk content and other things that Rachel puts out. Um, but yeah, like it sounds simple. Prioritize feeling better. I also wanted to share with you that you said something that struck me, Rachel, because I was just in a conversation with a client about um, selling, you know, and this idea that when you sell to someone, you need to show them what their life looks like with your product, your transformation, right? And what their product and what their life looks like without it. So it's one of the things that I like to do in intuitive art, right? What does my life look like if I do this? What does my life look like if I don't? But when you're selling to someone, the same principle applies, right? Is like they need to recognize they've got a problem, they've got some discomfort, they've got something, right? With it, with your solution, with your product, with your magic cellulite cream, let's use that as right. You can feel confident in your bikini. You can wear tight white pants without the lumps and bumps. You can right like you can go to all of that. Without it, tomorrow, 5 years from now, you're still gonna feel insecure and afraid to wear shorts and whatever, right? But I think the important thing is to recognize the without it solution is always like without it, things stay the same and or just get worse. Right? Like that's what we're selling. And so what are Rachel and I selling over here? We're selling, hey, choose to feel better. And while some people are like, it's too hard, I'm too depressed. I don't know. It's like, all right, well, with it, you get the life that you want. Without it, you get more of the same. Are you on a downward spiral? You get more down, right? Like it is so simple, but worth reiterating. So we're not asking you, we're not saying invest $5 million in my magic solution. Like we're literally just saying prioritize feel better. So if you want to give us $5 million in order to prioritize feeling better, we will do that as well.
I feel worthy enough to accept that. Yes, thank you. Honestly, I've had this thought come into my mind so many times about really what is it that we're doing. And I studied psychology in college, and we learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? And how on the bottom it's all about like food, shelter, water, having your basics for survival met. And then as you go up, you get to the top, and then it's like fulfillment, right? And like that's the feel good part, right? We're not in survival anymore. We're in like peak moments and fulfillment. And I don't know about you, but I would rather live there most of the time, right? The tiny little tip of it is actually if we spend our focus here, if we spend our attention feeling good, guess what? The rest of it fills in for you. It fills in for you. But most people spend all of their time down here. I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to feel good. I gotta get this done. I gotta get all my life to-dos ready. I'm not ready yet. I gotta do this first and this and this and this and this and this. And we become so sort of addicted to this. I need to be better first. I need to do this first. I need to do that first. I'm too busy. That all the momentum is perpetually in survival mode, right? And there's never ever any time to go up to fulfillment because this is an active journey. We need to actively work on feeling better, but it's really hard if you go bottom up. If you go top down, it's really simple. Ease is easy. Focus more on feeling good, even if you're in survival. Focus on feeling good while you're in survival. Focus on feeling good, and then the rest will fill in because you're going to have the power and the leverage of your higher self who's creating this whole gosh darn thing anyway. So if they can create survival mode for you, they can create thriving mode for you, right? But it's about your vibration and what shows up. So this is what we help people do. We help people day to day focus here so that everything else fills in. And it does. It does. And it's awesome. So I love witnessing that. And we would love to witness you as well.
I love the way you describe that. I've heard you describe it lots of ways and inside out, but like top down, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, Dale was asking about my flower. This is an African violet. I have many of them. Here's another one. Beautiful little purple flowers. But I also have an orchid here that's reblooming. They're so pretty. I love plants. So thank you everyone for coming today. Thanks for you, Carrie, and all your insights. And I'm just so glad to see you again.
I know, it's been so long.
Yeah, and we love you. Thank you for your questions. And don't forget, feel better, get more better. Okay, we love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.